Hey, so I'm about 11,000 steps in now. Might go for 12,000, I'm not sure. Um, I want to talk to you today about being sober and what that does for your mental fortitude and stuff like that. I know personally that drinking for me caused a massive spike in anxiety and stuff. Usually within hours of drinking it, sometimes almost right after I drank. Definitely the next day if I drank too much and was hungover. Super prone to panic attacks and stuff the next day. I just want you guys to know that if you're trying to stop drinking, the first few weeks are really hard, but it definitely gets a lot easier once you retrain your brain. When you drink at first, you're creating reward pathways in your brain. If you have a bad day and you train yourself to drink after a bad day, it's like you're coaching yourself on what to do for a bad day. Like, this is the remedy, I need to drink. You don't have to do that. The first few weeks are the hardest. I'm coming up, we're like 70 something days now, no drinking. Might actually be the longest I've gone since I started drinking in my entire life, since I was like 21, of not drinking. Now, like I said before, I didn't drink every day. But binge drinking is also just not a good thing to do. Can you believe that it's after 9 o'clock and I am still like, it's miserable. This is a horrible summer. But it's not just about losing weight. It's also about rebuilding your mindset from the ground up. You have to want it. You have to have the commitment. You have to have the drive. If you lose weight and you have the same mindset, you're going to gain it all right back, because that's what happens to me every time. This is the first time I've lost weight. I went one time when I was like 19, I think I was like 250 pounds. I went all the way down to like 190, I think. Like, yeah, like you have to retrain yourself on how to be a person. Okay? You can't just lose weight and then expect for it to just magically stay off. Now me, the last couple of weeks, I've kind of plateaued a bit. There were a lot of days where I was just barely scooting by with like 6K steps and calling it there. I'm like, no, we gotta do more. So I'm probably, when I'm all said and done, I'm gonna be at 12,000 after this. I just want you guys to know, if you're going through this like me, it's okay to have setbacks. Because before I started doing these videos, I tried to walk every day, and I missed some days. So when I started recording officially, this was like, okay, this is like the beginning of like doing it consecutively every day. And I'm sorry I look like a greasy hot dog right now from like the QT on the roller rack or whatever. I'm sorry, but it is just so muggy and miserable. But this is what it looks like. This is what losing weight looks like. It's not fun. It can be a little fun with like Beat Saber and stuff. But you have to want the commitment. You have to have the drive. And I'm telling you right now, since I've not had any alcohol at all, it's helped me tremendously. I mean, think about it. There were days in my first 50 videos where I was hungover, and I was like, oh, barely missed it, barely got by, I hobbled to the finish line, I got it done. But there was no point for that. And like, I'm telling you, like, if you stop drinking, like after a while, your skin starts to look better, your mental clarity goes up, you can regulate your emotions better. There's like so many benefits. I don't even know, to be honest with you, I don't even know how alcohol's legal. If you really want to think about it, for how much shit it causes you, for like your liver, not to mention your heart. If you drink even just a little bit, like every week, your chance of having a heart attack goes up so much. My blood pressure, everything's gone down since I stopped doing that, since I started walking every day, since I cut out alcohol. Like, these are like baby steps, right? Like, I need to eventually start hitting the gym, because I want to put on some muscle too. I have the body frame for it. I know I could do it. It's all about putting your mind to it. And I'm telling you right now, all you got to do is that first step, which admittedly is the hardest step. You know, some people have a phobia of getting on escalators, you know, it's like, oh, but once they're on, it's great. It's kind of like that. I really think that everybody has the potential to be a much better version of themselves. You know, sometimes I get down in the dumps thinking about how I could have changed things with like past relationships. If I had the brain I have now and went back, like beating yourself up like over stuff like that isn't gonna help. You know, we don't have time travel. We can't go back and change things. If you, excuse my language, but if you fuck something up, it's fucked up. Okay, and that's all there is to it. You have to move on, realize what you did, realize, okay, I don't want to be that person anymore. I want to be a better person. You take what you learned from that last experience and you apply it to the next. It is really hot out here. I'm sorry. I cannot believe I'm sweating this much, but yeah. If anybody's going through, if they want to try and quit drinking, or if they want to quit vaping, I did that before too. I cut out nicotine. That was extremely hard to do. Just send me a message. You know, I'll tell you what works for me, and maybe it'll work for you. And you know, if you want to be like, hey man, I'm gonna do what you're doing, and you know, or I'm you know, I'll hold you to it. We'll do it together. Because guys, we're so much better as a team. Seriously, like, and that goes for anything in life. If you have just one person in your corner, it can make so much difference on how you perceive things and how you handle things. And I'm not talking about ChatGPT. I'm talking about like some AI robot in your corner. I mean like an actual honest to God human. Even if I don't know you personally, I'm rooting for you. And I know we can all be better versions of ourselves. All right, I gotta get some more water because I ran out. I'm gonna chew on some ice cubes, blast some air on my face, and I am done. I'm gonna upload this video. By the time you see this, I'm gonna be in my bed under the covers with the fan blowing on me. So you guys have a great night. As always, thank you so much for watching. It means a lot to me, and I'm so happy that I have a little bit of progress to show for all this. You know, like we're on day 120 something now, and it just, you know, it's crazy that I'm still out here doing this. I say it every time. I'm like, oh, it's crazy I'm still doing it. I honestly did not think it would get this far. And it's not like I have 1 million views or anything like that. I get like, you know, 50 to like 100 views, maybe sometimes 200 if I'm lucky. It's just the fact of holding myself accountable. That is the key. If you just hold yourself accountable and say, I got to do this, I got to get this done. Failure is not an option. You can do it. I'm telling you. I am the laziest motherfucker. I do not like to be out here. I do not like this at all. I hate the heat. I would rather be in bed playing video games on my ass eating a pizza from Domino's, okay? I'm telling you. I don't want to be out here. But if I can do it, I know you can. I know you can. You definitely can. Anybody can. So just, if you haven't taken that first step, I highly encourage you do so. I'm telling you, you won't thank yourself right away. In fact, it's probably going to be like 2 months before you even start to even consider thanking yourself. That's the hard part. When you first do this stuff, it's not going to be instantaneous rewards. You don't get that instant gratification, unfortunately, and that sucks. I like my instant gratification. I like my Fortnite XP. I like leveling up instantly. You know what I mean? Like, there's no boosted XP out here or anything like that. It sucks. It's a grind. It's like you're in that cerulean cave grinding Zubats before you get to Misty after Brock or whatever. I don't know. Pokemon Red. I don't know. I'm rambling on now. I'm gonna let you guys go. But thank you for watching all of my videos. And like I said, I'm in this for the long haul. I don't plan on drinking anytime soon, if ever again. I don't know yet. I haven't really committed to being sober forever. But the more I think about it, the more I'm like, you know what does drinking, what do I get from that, you know? And the answer is not much. Not a whole lot. So thank you guys. Thanks for watching my 10-minute long video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.